We went back to give the plan to the people, and my Lord, you know, all these people show up.
All of those challenging questions, how many people, can you really do this, what if we don't win, all of the seeds of doubt that had been circulating, this is where we had to prove our stuff. This is the moment of truth.
Hi, my name is Betty Brunel. This is my church. This is my neighborhood.
When it got going, all of a sudden, all of our passion from all of the weeks came out at that meeting, and I don't think there was any stopping us that night.
We have heard from you as a community how important family-size rental and owner-occupied units are.
This is our decision for the neighborhood. This is what we'd like to have at the time that the houses is going to be built.
We get up on stage, we said to the people that that the city's not moving on these 2 points.
No matter how hard we tried, they would not budge. That money does not belong to them. It's not coming out of their personal pocket. It belongs to the community. The city just can't do what they feel like doing and not be accountable to the community. The community has rights.
This is where it all starts, and this is where we as a community tell the city that this is what we want.
I'm going to ask you, community, to stand up and be counted. Here are some cards.
This is like stand up and be counted or forget it. And these people just did it. You know, it was really wonderful. Extremely powerful moment.
And I got up and I said, I'm not one to advocate violence.
Please, I don't advocate violence or anything like that. But I leave you with these words. Do what you have to do by any means necessary.
Now, I had no idea that would follow me. That's going to follow me to my grave.
This is the time that the city has to do the change, and then we need now.
And then at the end, I asked people to stand up if they believed in what we were doing.
For those of you that support the plan, could you do me a favor and stand up?
And everybody stood up, including the city. And when it was all over, I mean, I just had this overwhelming, euphoric feeling like we had won something.
And that's such a wonderful feeling, to be able to stand up and say, we did this. We did this.
They were so strong, so precise, so articulate, so unified. Everything that we had worked on for months, it came to its full fruition that night, and there you have it.
In the days that followed, community residents and stakeholders sent their feedback to City Hall. And finally, after months of tension and effort, the city, the CDC, and the neighborhood agreed on all 12 points.
We ended up more or less compromising. We're building a couple of two-family homes as part of the project, which, you know, maybe that didn't make everybody happy, but at least it's something that everybody can live with. Upon reflection, it was an okay compromise to make.
Community representatives had now won a real role in key decisions and assured a better project for all involved.
And I can remember when we signed, you know, we all stood and signed the plan on the wall in the same room where we had negotiated it.
When it all was said and done, and we signed off on it, I think everyone felt a sense of relief on both sides of the issue. That, okay, we didn't get everything we wanted, but what we got was something that we all feel comfortable is going to be good for the neighborhood and that we're not going to regret being involved in. I think that was the point at which If you'd want to say that we all declared victory, then that probably was the point.
The city of Fitchburg has adopted the Plymouth Street Initiative as a model for revitalizing its many inner-city neighborhoods.
I see people now that live in this neighborhood who have become activists, have learned that they like to be active in their communities and not just in this given process.
Many have said that we would never reach this point, that it was impossible for a community-based group to partner with the city and rebuild the neighborhood.
The Twin Cities CDC has created a national model for how community organizing and housing development can work together.
And we all realize that this neighborhood is not lost, but embarking on a new beginning.
I think the CDC has been invaluable because they have provided the contact with the community, and I think they've done a great job in bringing people together to discuss what they want and what they need and how they want their neighborhood to look.
I used to think it was such a far step away to know politicians or people in power. And it really isn't. You know, once you start and you talk to them, they talk back. You know, it's not that hard.
As the CDC built new single and two-family homes and rehabilitated multifamily apartments, and as the city built new sidewalks and paved streets, residents embraced the changes, taking more pride in their homes and in the neighborhood.
We're moving in.
The new homeowners and tenants brought a surge of energy that attracted even more investment to the neighborhood.
It is amazing how masses of people can move mountains.
There is power in numbers.
Today, the neighborhood has been transformed, testimony to the long-term power of community organizing. Cleghorn has reshaped itself, not as a separate enclave, but as a vital and productive part of the larger Twin Cities area.
If there is enough passion and enough people backing you up, anything is possible.
In fact, the success of the Plymouth Street Initiative has led to even more ambitious work in other areas, like the Elm Street area, where the neighborhood is revitalizing itself on a larger scale and where residents have been involved in a multi-year process from the very beginning. The city and the CDC had learned from the remarkable results in Cleghorn that residents are key to transforming a neighborhood, and now embrace community organizing as part of new projects like Elm Street. And thanks to the leap of faith taken by community leaders, city planners, and the Twin Cities CDC, the Plymouth Street Initiative continues to inspire Fitchburg residents to take ownership in their neighborhoods.
Never give up hope. Never, never give up hope. It can work, and it does, because we proved it.